Hello everybody, and today guys, I am doing a mod showcase on the Traps mod. And you might notice, it's a little bit different. So, yeah, the thing I was saying that's different is the fact that this mod is not for 1.12.2, but for 1.14.2. Now, there is a 1.13.2 version and a 1.12.2 version, and so this mod showcase is for the 1.14 version, however, and so there may be a few small differences that in the 1.12 and 1.13 versions than there are in the 1.12 versions, and the ones I'm aware of, I will tell you. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about are these guys. These guys are essentially like dummies. What they do is they can draw. They attract mobs. So let's go with a Vindicator. That's the thing with the axe. Yeah. So as you can see, it's being attacked. Not very well, but it was being attacked, and all the other ones that I have will also be attacked. And you can see they drop the player head. And as you saw earlier, they are made with two of any. They can be made of two of any type of plank with a player head. Now, the one thing that I am a little confused about here is how you're supposed to get the player head, because you can't really obtain the player head in survival mode, and so I did a lot of research into that to see if there's anything, but so far I've only seen mods that allow you to do it. Anyway, so next up we have the trap. This is called Bear Trap in other versions, but it was renamed Trap, and it's pressure plates and iron ingots like that, stone pressure plates specifically. And so if I can get this guy to step on that real quick. There he goes. So the trap will hold a mob in place and slowly damage it. So the mob will not be able to move around. Now, so one other thing is that in previous versions of the mod, you would have had to use redstone. I am not sure exactly if that is how it is in the latest 1.12.2 and 1.13.2 versions, but I know that in 1.14.2 that's not how it works, and you just simply right click on it to get it to reset and to be reused. So now, one other thing is that this does not affect players at all. A player can walk over it and be perfectly fine. So next we have the grass covering, which is made with 3 sticks and 3 grass, and you get 3 of them, so the little sign says. I probably should have colored it. I really probably should have colored the sign, but that's one of the things I always forget that you can do. Anyway, now you can see it. There you go. So, what this does is it is essentially a fake grass block that you can place, and then when you walk over it, you fall into it. Now, you can tell where one is by the fact that you'll start to sort of crouch and then not be able to go any further until you uncrouch. And it'll break and drop a few sticks. There are a couple areas where I've placed a bunch of them down, like near that head and right here, which I'll get to in a bit. Next up we have the fan. The fan is simply a block that will push. Let me just put item and a mob there. It will push mobs and items. Now it'll push items fairly well vertically, however it won't push mobs that well vertically, and so that is one thing that you will want to note. Oh! Well, okay, fell into the spikes. That is exactly what I was going to do next. The next thing I was going to show was, in fact, the spikes. So, the fan recipe is an iron ingot surrounded by cobblestone in the crafting table. So the spikes are crafted with an upside down T of iron ingots, and as you saw, they deal damage to anything that contacts them, including players. And one other thing that you saw is that the mobs did not think that this was anything at all, meaning that, you know, somewhere over here you could probably put a dummy somewhere and it'd be fine. But yeah, that's essentially the spikes, just something that does damage to mobs on contact. I don't know why you're just standing there though. There, see, smart. Anyway, next we have the magnetic chest. This is crafted with a redstone, 1 iron ingot, and then any type of wood surrounding it. And yeah, you don't need one of each. That's just, you know, just showing you any type of wood, just like a normal chest. And so, as you saw, if I was to drop some some items into there, they will be picked up by the magnetic chest and put into it like a hopper. Now, the range, as you can see, it's moving, but it can't really go up to it. And the range is limited. There is a limited range to this. But as you can see, they are all going in there. I'm actually going to need that spawn egg. But yeah, simple like that. Simple as that. So next up, we have the igniter. This is made with 3 netherrack, 5 cobblestone, and an iron ingot, and this sets things on fire. Now I'm going to grab a see. As you can see, this is as you can see, that is powered. When it's not powered, the fire turns off. When it's powered, the fire turns on. So this is a great way to, I guess, I can't. Well, yeah, for cooking chickens, or for those automatic chicken farms that you can make that give you cooked chicken, you no longer need to just have a bucket of lava there with a dispenser, and just have it so that way it'll signal it to just sort of, you know, turn it on, turn it off, and it'll cook. Or if you just have you just have a trap. I mean, that's the point of this, right? The traps mod. And you could even probably push mobs into the fire. So yeah, I guess that'd be another use of it. But the next thing really makes this igniter one of the most powerful things that are in the mod. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if you guys heard that. That was thunder. Just so you guys know. So just a little thing right there. So the next thing is the igniter range upgrade. This is 2 leather, 2 lapis, 4 arrows, and a redstone. And so that's what these slots are for in the igniter. So if you right click, you'll see these slots. Put 1 in it, well, +1 to block range, it's now there. And putting 8 in it does increase it, so that means 8 times 6 is 48. So you can have the fire go up to 48 blocks away. Now, if you were to put it in there, and I was to go out, this tunnel is 1 block longer, so yeah, as you saw there, putting an additional one in this inventory does absolutely nothing. And I do not know why this inventory exists. It does not appear to do anything at all. But anyway, guys, so that would be the rest of the mod showcase. If you guys did find this informative, then please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to get more mod showcases, and leave a comment if you have a mod that you want me to do a showcase for. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram to participate in polls about things I do on the channel. And if you want the seed and to download the mod, those will both be in the description, as well as my Instagram. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.